What's your name?
Byron Freeman.
How do you spell your name?
B-Y-R-O-N. Should I open it?
Yes, please.
F-R-E-E-M-A-N.
Byron Freeman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Was that the lead from Simplify that you asked me to speak with?
No.
No. And then he also told me he was going to delete my punch if, for whatever reason, I already been working since 6. I don't understand why.
I know, but the key thing, you're not supposed to be here at 6.
So he would be that upset to where he would delete the work that I already. He can't do that.
No. But the thing is, you're not supposed to be here at 6.
I was told to just. I'm only following directions.
I know.
And in the days that I didn't show up, I got a text saying you're scheduled to be on the work. And then first it said. First it said this is simplified management. Then it said this is yusen's management. They said 2 different things in the text thread. I know it's 2, just like you telling me right now. It's 2 different things.
It can't be used in management because we don't text anybody.
Right. So exactly. So they're playing with me. I can show you these texts and everything. They said this is simplified management. Then this is yusen's management. They saying different things. They told me I was going to lose my job if I didn't show up. So I'm just trying to make it so that I could work and I could make my money, So I did 8. I worked the whole shift. Everything was fine. Nobody said anything to me. The next day, this guy was waiting at the gate with Daniel, who I used to work for with Elias. And he did some weird stuff where he just wanted to get rid of me because he felt guilty. But I did a lot to cover myself, so no reason why this should be going on. Just working. They bothering me. And from the jump, he told me to speak with the supervisor and see if it was okay with you for me to be let back in. And this is months ago for the morning shift. And I knew Andy was a supervisor. You were the one guy that I met at the beginning. I'm like, Andy, that's who I could speak to. But they never wanted me to speak with you. They wanted to keep me off the premises and stuff like that.
Because they're not supposed to be in here. Like right now, I literally had to call security and have you removed your DNR.
But I'm not DNR. They made that up. I've already been working here for about a month.
That's basically, I know, but that's basically the way it is. That's why. It's not that they don't want to have you speak with me. It's just that.
And how would he even know that I'm DNR'd? I'm not, because I came back with simplified. I didn't like the way that Daniel was doing things.
You think you can do me a favor, Chip?
Yes.
You think you can help me do the meeting, please? My apologies.
Huh?
Can you help me do the meeting, sir?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Literally been here for about a month and a half, working a night shift. They told me it was both of my supervisors on both the leads as for simplified on the night shift told me it's okay to go to morning, figure it out like that. And I got the text on Friday for not showing up in the morning. It's a lot of confusion. A lot of these employees are trying to play games too, because I'm aware of what they're doing, and that'll show it. You just said it yourself. They can't be simplified management and yusen management.
You, Chip?
Too, I know Daniel never really DNR'd me. He just didn't want me here because he didn't want to do the investigation because it would lead back to himself. But what he did, I was getting hurt on the job and everything. I never took a report on that because that didn't matter to me. I just wanted to make my money.
You're getting her physically in here?
Yeah. Because of what's going on. They stalking me with telepathy. When that happens, you know, using telepathy and all that, they bothering your mind. You know, if my mind is unfocused, I could fall. I could trip. And things like that. You know.
I wouldn't be able to comment on that, sir.
I know. Seems like when I comment, that's when people turn on me too. So. He just completely bothered me as I was working. I knew for a fact today that he was coming to do that. He came in early just to walk directly to me, remove me from there, told me he was going to delete my punch. That's discrimination. That's what he's doing. So he was going to put his hands on me. That's what he seemed like he was going to do.
The worst thing you want to do is assume, though. You know what I mean?
Not an assumption. He actually said that out of his mouth. He said, you know, he walked up on me, was mad just because I'm really just working. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing it right. I know how to do it. I've been working here for about a good 8 months. Started when Daniel actually started, if I'm not mistaken. You know, had good attendance. Not slacking off or anything like that. He told me he was going to delete my punch. That is illegal. You see me on the clock. And I've been working. This is the system where people have been DNR'd.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not on there. I know they didn't do that, you know.
Well, this is some of the system I can't access. It's not giving me access. Right?
Daniel doesn't have access to that, right?
They do.
Huh.
I can't access it, though. It's not giving me a chance to.
It's not in there, man. I'm telling you. They're treating me wrong on purpose.
Honestly, like I said, there's something you have to deal directly with them. I recommend you to go to their offices, to the Simplify office, which is out. It's out here. You know where you apply?
Can we pull that guy in there and see what his problem is? Because I've never been DNR'd. I think that is a mistake. Definitely never been DNR'd from Simplified. I've been here. I've been working. Mm-hmm. My leads. I'm only following directions of my leads. You know, if there's a guy here that has a problem with me that I've never worked with before, you know, I worked around him. I've seen him. I know his face very well. You know, that's it. I mean, other than that, if you don't have a problem with me being here and you don't know that I've been anything bad, allow me to prove myself and continue to work, because I've seen others.
It doesn't work that way.
I've seen others.
And give me a second.
It work, and
it doesn't. Honestly, I get what you're saying, but it doesn't work like that. For example, if one of my peers deems it that you're DNR'd, I'm not gonna go in there and be like, oh, okay, no, let me bring this person in, because imagine how many people I will do that for.
And but I'm not DNR'd. You just looked up in the system. And they haven't even been paying as close attention as they have to me.
Give me a second. See, don't put words in my mouth, please. I can't access it, and I was very specific when I told you.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm trying to access it. For whatever reason, it's not giving me access to it.
There was a list there. I'm not on the list.
Well, that's why. I'm trying to access it. It doesn't give me a list. I'm trying to click it to open the list, and it doesn't let me. See, that's what I mean. I'm trying to help you out, and you're trying to put words in my mouth now.
No, I'm very calm. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
You're putting words in my mouth. You're saying that.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet from
now.
Look,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, right?
Right.
I try to access it, and then I was very specific. I can't access it because when I click on it, it doesn't open up.
I'm not making a big deal. I'm just asking questions.
I know, but you're saying that.
No, I'm not saying that. I just asked you because I really care about my job and I really work hard.
I know that, but
he's telling me he's going to delete my punch.
He's not going to delete
your punch. He said that he asked for me to speak with you. Honestly, that's why I said we should pull him in here.
He can't delete your punch because, for example, say for whatever reason, you have to go home, right?
Right.
I have to pay you
for what you work. Here.
Yeah. So, for example, say you're a minute.
But that's what my supervisor is saying. He's telling me he's going to delete. And that's not even my supervisor to me. To me, it's Charlie. The guy that let me in that I'm fine with, he knows I'm a good worker.
He's your supervisor.
And he's the guy that's been here for longer than him.
Who's Charlie?
The guy with the gray hair with the green vest.
His name's not Charlie.
It's not Charlie?
Sam.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Sam, I'm familiar with Sam. Sam knows I'm a good worker.
Yeah, like I said, Sam, he's basically the person that lets them in. He's like their helper. The person who's in charge is Jamal, and then you have Ariana, which she's not here in the building right now. I think she's taking care of another building because we do have 3 buildings.
Well, is it okay if we speak with Jamal and see if he DNR me? Because he didn't DNR me either. He didn't.
Okay.
Because I don't understand what his problem is. Because we've never had any problems, and all of a sudden, he starts saying that. And they never said that I wasn't allowed to. They said specifically to work back here, I had to speak with you. That's what they always said. And now I'm finally getting to you, and this is what's happening. You directed me back to him.
Well, that's the way it works. I'm not your boss. That's why. No, I know, but I'm the supervisor for the whole building. But anything that has to do, for example, with your agency, you have to deal directly with your agency. It's not that I'm just trying to throw a ball at them, but you gotta understand. I don't hire you. You're not under me. I'm not your boss.
Right.
I didn't sit with you and have you sign paperwork with me.
Right.
You're not under yusen at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not hire you as a yusen employee. Now everybody that wears yellow, they're under me. I have them sign paperwork. I tell them about their payroll. I tell them about their benefits and everything.
I'm in good with those people.
I know, but that's what I mean. So now if they tell me something like that, like what you're telling me,
And they
then
didn't.
I'll talk. I'll take care of the issue and everything. But because you are not one of my employees, your company is Simplify. Your employer is Simplify, not me, not Houston.
And he's strictly
So
discriminating
that's what I mean. So you could go. That's what I'm telling you. It's not that I'm trying to tell you that I don't want to help you, but I'm not your employer. You kind of get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if, for example, it's like if you work for McDonald's or you work for Target.
I get exactly what you're telling me.
And you go to
Sears.
Sears. I know.
Jamal is the
And
one
that's like
to
if
talk to you.
That's
if it
if
was
you go
okay
to
with you, then I could be fine.
That's like if you go to Sears and you tell them, hey, you know something, Target, they're doing this to me, and they're gonna be like, yeah, we're sorry. Then you have to go to Target, right?
Uh-huh.
Because they're your employers,
Right?
And it works the same way. I know it sounds kind of mean, and it may sound like I'm trying to throw the ball at them, but it's not that. Because every company has their policies and procedures, right? So, for example, if you were one of my employees, I know how to deal with it with the process that we have internally.
If you throw the ball at him, he's not gonna have nothing to say because he never had a problem with me. He's just doing this for no reason. He never DNR'd me either.
Well,
let's ask him if he DNR'd me.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him back here.
Okay.
Like I said, but a lot of it is you have to deal with the company internally.
Okay.
With your company, which is Simplify.